Welcome to the Tech Journeys podcast. I'm your host, Vincent, and on this podcast, I interview people in tech. As always, the show is sponsored by the Consulting Launch Methods, where I help experienced tech professionals build their own consulting business alongside their day job, without spending years figuring out the business side of things. And we've helped clients go from initial idea to first customer in 90 days and six figures within a year. To learn more, connect with me on LinkedIn and send me a message. I'm really pleased to have Yasmin Mohamud on the podcast today. Yasmin is the CEO or founder of Kastan Mentoring, but she has a very strong background in AI, machine learning, but in general is a very strong technical background. And the red thread I see through her career is education. She loves to educate. So. Pleased to have you on, Yasmin.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm really honored to be here.
So the first question I always ask, looking back at your career, what is the decision or the projects that you're most proud of, and why? Was there anything in particular that made it stand out to you?
The projects that I did.
Yeah, or a decision that you made in your career or projects you've done.
Helping people always. Myself, it doesn't matter to me about money making or fame, but I like to invest people because I come from a very poor country where a civil war happened back in Somalia, in East Africa. I was a woman. They have got a lot of barriers, being a Muslim as well. So it wasn't been easy career. So I just always give opportunity to the people, and it's really the decision I made at this age was the best thing that I interested people because I learned this AI machine to be at the front line. You can always talk about the digital gap of Africa and everything, and they are not doing anything. So I invented without no funding, no government institution, and took volunteers. Then I teach them mentoring and capacity building. Then they have to help people peer to peer. And in this year, we have helped 500 young people in Horn and East Africa to get access overseas, fully funded, scholarships, you name it, Google, Santander Academy. And it surprised me that I was not expecting a young lady who was sitting back in the kitchen of her house in a small hut, refugee camp, who was willing to be a cybersecurity lady in Somalia. And she did it. Now she's doing a bachelor degree, free tuition, University of the People in her second year. What more can we ask?
I know. That sounds phenomenal. And is that so? How long ago was this that you made this sort of decision to focus on that?
2 years ago, because even me, I did not come to the traditional companies. I was a very high flying woman in a UN and so on. I have been working a lot, but I have got long term illnesses, which holds me mobility. Then I said, why can't I use my fingers? And I fell in love with AI. Then that's where I start to, and it wasn't been easy. It cost me 3,000, more than 3,000 to get access to AWS. And I ended up in debt, but I survived it and I impacted a lot of people. It wasn't been easy. So I'm saying the talent is everywhere. There are untapped talents. What do you think if someone could take a chance with me? While I impacted within 2 years to 500 young people. That's what I do.
And how did you reach those 500 people?
In social media.
And
I inspired a lot of people in my age. I'm 55. Usually they were disconnected and they didn't have any idea, and they was not expecting that they could access to this. So when I'm doing, even I'm learning now cybersecurity with IBM through University of the People, Scale Up. Whenever I take my lesson is, if I do module, I always post. I say, if I can do it, you can do it. So a lot of people have changed, believe in themselves.
That's all. And the people that you've impacted, is that, Are they from all over West Africa, you said, or where are they from more specifically?
Most of probably from my country, Somalia, but we have got also some Nigerians who come for mentoring,
Yeah.
diaspora, and also Horn Africa and East Africa are connected. Like Djibouti, we have Ethiopia, Kenya, and Somalia.
Fantastic. And you serve all that from the UK
I search from online with my own
online?
fingers. Yeah, sitting here.
Yes. Yeah.
It's amazing. Technology is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. So you said something about your fingers. You cannot move your fingers, or
No, I got arthritis and lupus, so I sometimes I'm not healthy as I was. That's what pushed me to take the chance of technology, so I can work at home, be independent, and it's still Kastan Mentoring. It's been going on 2 years now, but we are willing to have a contract with the UN, and we've been working without more funding. We are just starting it after we had made this kind of job without no funding and mentoring people and impacting. We don't need money if we got the will.
that's true. Yes, and I guess as you mentioned earlier, you said that there's so much talent out there. I guess there's two things I noticed. One is that sometimes people don't realize they have a talent, right? And sometimes they just need someone else to shine the lights on them to kind of make them.
Because when
Yeah.
I was going to this, I was not working. I was big because I have been going through this sickness, and I was struggling to pay off the 3,000 to get this knowledge. Imagine, I in you where there's an opportunity. What do you think is the young girl who are in refugee camps or in a war zone, and still we are talking about spending millions that the digital gap is going to be closer. Last July or June, there was a AI summit in Geneva.
Yeah.
And I don't think any UN agency or any government has impacted what we have done in this year. 500 young people.
And in terms of the young people, where they're all at sort of early stage in their career, or
No, some of them are getting a degree, and some already have been trained. I do online training on content creation, like how they can empower their businesses, like graphic design, easy things, marketing, how to use social media, how to be safe.
yeah, that's cool. Okay. Now, if there, we're looking back, because obviously you went through this for the last several years, right? And you continue to learn new things for also yourself. If you could go back or restart again, your mission uh, tomorrow, what would you do differently?
If I could choose myself, in which I did not decide to be into this position of helping people, it just came, and the demands were high. But I could go practice, be basic. When you are in a technology, you have to do real programs. I could create a lot of softwares which can help people, or I could choose myself make money.
Mhm. But you said if you would go back, would you do anything different?
Yes, I will do different. If I could think if I couldn't put myself into this mess right now, which is too much demand,
Yeah.
I could just hold back, prepare myself, be in real projects, so I could deliver like AI automation, app developments, and all these things.
No, thanks for that. I wanted to get your view on the following, because you talked about the was it you want the advancement of education and digital inclusion. How has AI sort of changed this? Has it made the digital inclusion easier or harder?
Some these Western countries or government like Asia are more developed. They have got the resource. But I think Africa will never be here around 50 years from now. And I don't know how the two worlds are going to connect them because it's just going like that.
Mhm. Yeah, because with the AI accelerates things. So is it accelerating more in, let's say, Europe or the US, whereas in Africa it's not just being leveraged? Is there an opportunity to bring AI into Africa so that you can accelerate the digital inclusion?
Yes, because anyway, the governments are not, they are fragile. They cannot provide resources or something like that. But at least people just need in Africa, especially the young people, they just need basic digital literacy. How they can be safe and use better AI for good. It's
Okay.
changing. It's changing a lot now.
I know it's massive changes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you then, what is the next few years look like for you and your business and your custom education?
We are just starting, so we will be spreading to get more businesses to grow our business. Although we are legal and certified, but we did not start with any budget or growing up or marketing and so on. If the UN are going to be on board and it's going to be huge, so we are planning to spread the digital gap and to get access even within the diaspora who are living in the Western countries are not there yet.
Mhm. And how are you going to do it? Are you trying to, are you partnering with other companies or?
Yes, we are trying to get. The problem is the language barrier. India is just doing better. They are good in technology. They have been given access to deliver their language into Google courses and also. I don't know what will happen with the Somalis. And especially the 10 years there was a war. Even in here, they've been low income or come from civil war. I don't know. We will try to partner with a lot of organizations. I don't know where it will take me. But changing one person at a time is changing a whole family's life. And a whole family's life will impact the society.
Mhm.
So it's a simple job. I don't expect anything if it even doesn't, work out.
And what motivates you to keep going on, to grow and move forward?
The problem is I'm connected emotionally with these children because I'm a mom and I love my children. Can you imagine there was a young lady in Ethiopia, which is not even my country. She's living in rural areas in a refugee camp. She has seen me on TikTok.
Yeah.
Her mobile phone is not working. The first tower, she was waiting months to connect me. The first tower has been put into their area few days, and she just walked miles to go get closer to the tower to contact me. It makes me cry. Some girls are in that situation.
And this was remarkable. I mean, it's pleasure having you on the call, I mean, on the podcast today. Is there what's the best way for people to get in touch with you?
Yes, you got my email, and we have got website www.kastanmentoring.com. My email is Yasmin Kastan 4@gmail.com. And also my telephone is UK +44 7769 783594.
Fantastic. So, and I'll link your LinkedIn profile so people can also connect with you through LinkedIn as well.
I would be interested in anybody who can help, who can just give
Fantastic.
us statistics, analytics, or marketing founders. I don't know, or partnership. We just starting. We have done a good job. Any advice consultation will be welcome and open to that.
Fair enough. I really appreciate you being on the call, so thank you so much. It's really commendable and well, commendable on one hand, but also exciting to see how many people you've already helped in such a short amount of time, right? So thank you once again. I suggest the listeners to check out your profile and reach out. And as a reminder to everyone else listening, the show is sponsored by the Consulting Launch Method, where I help experienced people in tech build their own consulting business alongside their day job without figuring out the business side. We've helped clients go from initial idea to first client in 90 days and 6 figures within a year. To learn more, connect with me on LinkedIn and send me a message. Until the next episode. Thank you, Yasmin.
Thanks a lot for giving me the chance. I really appreciate it. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.
Great. Thank you, Yasmin. So what will happen now is that just trying to look for